So it's now official. This is the governor of Akwa Ibom, Pastor Umoino. Pastor Umoino, right? The governor of Akwa Ibom. He was elected 2 years ago under the platform of the PDP, and he was elected to serve for 4 years. 2 years into his tenure, he has officially defected today from the People's Democratic Party, otherwise known as the PDP, to the All Progressives Congress, the APC. Okay? Remember, it all started like rumor. People started talking it in hushed tone that this governor is going to defect. But some person said, no, it's not possible. Not long ago, we also saw snippets. When the governor attends a public function, he would drop a snippet. You know, he will say something that tilts towards that rumor. Remember also when the governor talked about Ibom A and a piece. Remember what he said? He said, if this one malfunctions, you can use this other one and fly. After all, it's about destination, okay? And today, he has made the analogy to become clear to people. He was talking about leaving the PDP and joining the APC. So it's now official. Now, somebody has made a design for Akwa Ibom, the APC and Akwa Ibom. For those that are not familiar with the map of Akwa Ibom, this is the map of Akwa Ibom, right? This is the map of Akwa Ibom. Beautiful state, created in 1987 by Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, who was the military president of Nigeria. And the people became so happy for giving an identity different from, for the people. And the artist has brought the broom into the heart of Akwa Ibom. So this is the broom, which is a symbol of the APC. And the artist has also given the colors of the APC to match into the map of Akwa Ibom State. So officially, effective from the defection of the governor, Akwa Ibom is now officially an APC state, though the PDP is still there and other political parties. But the PDP ceases to be the ruling party in the states, okay? And like the artist has done, PDP ceases to be the ruling party in the state. Now, this is the first of its kind since 1999, when Nigeria returned to democracy. Most of the founding fathers of the PDP were from Akwa Ibom, right? So this is the first time that a sitting governor in Akwa Ibom would defect from the PDP to another political party. Expectedly, the deputy governor of the state has defected to join his her boss. The deputy governor of the state is Senator Akwa. She holds a PhD, I think, in education. She had been a principal of, she had been a school administrator and has been a consummate politician, has held several political offices, all under the platform of the PDP. But today, she has left all that to join her boss in the APC. Here is Godswill Obodo-Akpabio, the Senate President of Nigeria, two-term governor of Akwa Ibom, one-term senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the platform of the PDP, and in 2019, he defected from the PDP and joined the APC, and from there he became a minister, and from there he contested election and won to become a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria the second time, and then he emerged as Senate President of Nigeria. He was already fraternizing with the governor of Akwa Ibom, Governor Umoino, and he was expecting him, and today the governor has officially joined the Senate President in the APC. You can see him. This is the Senate President with the governor. They are having very happy hour together, happy moments together. And like I said, Governor Akpabio, His Excellency Godswill Akpabio, is definitely one of the happiest persons today. This is the Secretary to the State Governor, to the State Government, the Prince. We also call him Hammer. At about 40 or less than that, he became commissioner under the government of Godswill Akpabio, and that was under the PDP. He's not a small man in politics. He's a political juggernaut. Those that know him very well. He's a grassroots politician. Today, he has left all that he had in the PDP and has joined the APC. Before the governor defected, he had already brought the chairman of the APC. This is the chairman of APC, and this is the chairman of PDP. Before the governor's defection, he had already brought them together. These are the two chairmen embracing themselves in a political function, something that the governor did strategically. Both of them also enjoyed the gift of brand new vehicles, which was made very clear and public for everybody to see. And here is the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Udema Otong, right? He has today also defected with members of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly to join in the APC. Now, here is the reason for this conversation. What does the Constitution of Nigeria say about the defection of a governor? That's the essence of this conversation. I made all that introduction so that we can arrive at this point. Does the Constitution make any provision as consequence for a governor's defection? That's the question that some persons may be asking. The answer is no. There is no consequence in the Constitution against the governor who defects from one political party to another. That means that the governor of a state can defect from PDP to APC, and if APC becomes hot, he defects back to the PDP, and if PDP becomes hot also, he defects back to the APC or YPP or Labour Party, and so on and so forth. No consequence whatsoever in the Constitution. He does not lose his seats if he defects. Some call this a lacuna. Some persons have said this is a lacuna. It shouldn't be so. There should be a provision of the Constitution to address this kind of situation. We can't allow this. So some persons call this a lacuna in the Constitution. But there is something called the law as it is and the law as it should be or ought to be. The law as it is now is the one that is interpreted in courts. The law as it ought to be is in the realm of theory, maybe used in the university, in public discourse. But the law as it is today is that there is no consequence whatsoever against the governor that defects from one political party to another. Yes, some persons can call it a moral issue. Yes. People worked for you. People took risk. People had sleepless nights working for you under the platform of a political party. And all of a sudden, you abandon them and move to another political party. So there is a moral issue there. Again, since I'm a lawyer, I'm only concerned here about the legal issue, and I'm saying there is no legal consequence for a governor that defects. But is it the same for members of the House of Assembly? This is the Akwa Ibom House of Assembly, well built. It's beautiful. I've been there a number of times. This is where the Speaker sits, right? And this is where members of the legislature, the elected members sit. This is where the clerk sits, right? This is the gallery where people come in to watch proceedings and make contributions, right? Now, what is the position of the law when members that sit here defect? The law is that you lose your seat when you defect. So when you defect, you're taking risk. The legal consequence is that you lose your seat. Section 109 of the Constitution, sub 1, sub G, says that when you defect from one political party to another before the expiration of the period for which you were elected, you lose your seats by operation of law. The same applies because we also saw members of the National Assembly defecting and following the governor. The same applies to them. It's just that their own is, I think, Section 66 of the Constitution. But whereas there is no legal consequence for a governor that defects, there is a legal consequence for members of the legislature that defects from one political party to another before the expiration of the term for which they were elected. So anybody that defects is taking risk, legally speaking. But how about the commissioners? These are members of the cabinet, handsome looking men, a beautiful lady here. I think there are more than one or two ladies there. This is Honorable Mimi Banga. We all know her. She had served as chairman of Nsiratai, so she's here among the men. So does it affect them in any way? Is there any provision of the Constitution that says that a commissioner must be a member of a political party? The answer is no. No provision whatsoever. And so they are simply appointees of governments. They work for Akwa Ibom. They are appointed as technocrats. As a matter of fact, the law even anticipates that they should not even belong to political parties. The law does not compel any of them to belong to political parties because you are appointed as experts, technocrats. You sit there in your ministry, you do what should be done for the growth of the state and not necessarily politics. Politics is not also discussed at EXCO meetings. And so these ones have no problem whatsoever, defection or no defection whatsoever. They should be allowed to remain and do their work effectively the way they should do. Now, what's the way forward? Number one, you may have your own way forward, your suggestion about the way this country is going. I've been very conscious about my political environment for many years in this country. You should have your own suggestion. My own suggestion, number one, is there is need for constitutional amendment to also have consequence for defecting governors. The law should also sanction governors the same way the law sanctions legislators. Or if the makers of the Constitution are saying that there is no need sanctioning governors, then there is no need sanctioning members of the legislature. Let it be free for all. Let anybody defect however he wants and whatever time. You cannot have law that makes provision sanctioning a group of people and does not also make provision sanctioning another group of people. There must be equality before the law. And if we must keep the consequence of defection in the Constitution of Nigeria, it has to be across board for everybody. If there is no need, okay, then let us remove it completely. You cannot punish legislators and you don't even say anything about governors or presidents that defect. Number two, politicians should contest election only on the platform of the political parties that they trust, so they don't have to jump ship in the middle of the game. How do we, build our political culture if we have people jumping from one political party to another? Number three, the political class should also help to build and deepen Nigeria's political culture. You see, in the United Kingdom, members of the Conservative Party, they don't jump ship anyhow and move to enter Labour Party because the ideologies are different. In the United States also, you see that members of the Republican Party don't just move to enter the Democratic Party. Somebody stays there. Whether your party wins election this year or not, you stay there because you believe in the party that brought you to the fore, right? Number four, I wish Akwa Ibom the best. Governor has defected. I wish him the best. Members of the legislature, they have also defected to follow him. Local government chairmen have also defected. We saw the chairman of Algon leading them from the PDP to the APC. We wish them the best. Every other person that defects to follow the governor, I wish such person the best. Mine is just to discuss the law, which is what I have done, and yours is to discuss the political angle to it. Many thanks for watching. I do hope that you subscribe to this channel so that together we can have a community where we sit down together to discuss issues of law in the breaking news. Many thanks.